Hogwarts Legacy. Oh man, guys, I have been waiting to play some more of this with you guys. I've been having a blast. It's honestly fun. I was playing some Apex, yes, and that game can piss me off sometimes. Not gonna lie. I'm looking at you, Seer. I'm looking at you. But anywho, besides that, let's start getting on to some classes. I'll meet you guys in the first one. And we're here at the first class.
Hunter's onion again.
Oh, warning! There will be ear rape here.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
If I know this,
Here, your new
there's
piece,
gonna be some
today's
ear rape.
class. A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge.
And nature.
The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
She has to be.
Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Yep, I told you, ear warning. Ear rape, here it comes.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, take your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now,
That was
for
a
our next
quick
task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I nearly went deaf.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Oh,
Well, thank you.
Here we are.
I've never
Home
heard
of the
of
Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I need to select the Chinese cabbage from my tool wheel and.
Revelio.
Oh.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Sure, but that's just a dummy. I was just, I suppose could come in handy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
I'm gonna grab the rest of them.
Terribly sorry, Mr.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
That's offers so much, don't care much.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Herbology class.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Alright. Onwards to the next quest. We're gonna go to the potion. Here's the next class.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
He looks like Professor Snape.
You will begin this term by brewing a
Almost.
Wigan-Weld potion.
Who-
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
What in the hell
I
happened
see
to
most
him?
of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Correctly.
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley.
don't trust
Bit
this
of a
guy.
prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Not sure that's a good idea.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I'm sorry, I can't. Fine, I'll get your feather.
I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Okay.
Your potion should
I'll read that in a moment. Got some more coin. Where's this Fwooper feather? No, seriously. What's a Flooper? It was pink though.
remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Ooh, well, he wants to make the Endurus potion.
And now we add the Mallow Sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your
I'm
expectations.
honest, man.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Let's talk to this guy.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
You got me in trouble. It was nothing.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Once a Weasley.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something I found.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good to hear it.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Let's get this over with, shall we? I have things to do.
Two.
Tell Rookwood to find himself.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
The collection selection your field guide has been updated with new enemy type. You may learn valuable insight on enemies, such as their weakness to certain spells. Okay.
We can hold just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
I have no idea, miss.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who is Pyra?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
How fascinating.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am...
Incendiary!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing.
How beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
All right. Wait, what do we have for left for quests? All right. Well, it looks like I'm gonna be doing some interesting. I've never tried this.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Let me see how this goes. I'll be right back. We're going to Hogsmeade. I didn't know it was here that we're going to. We're going back to the one guy.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Sure, how will this benefit me?
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Surely you could continue searching the owlery.
Oh, one would think. However, the headmaster does not take kindly to an old wand maker loitering about the place. Can't say I blame him. Also, I have perhaps been looking for too long. I feel a fresh set of eyes and a bright mind like yours is sure to solve this riddle.
Is there anything special about the wand?
Oh, yes. It's terribly special. But not in the way you might think. It won't grant special powers to the caster, no. Nothing like that. But it will ease the hearts and minds of the Ollivanders to know of its return. And that power is immeasurable.
Why did he steal it?
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand making is.
See what I can find.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Oh, you've brought hope to this old wand maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Where are they? Alright, let's see what we got here.
The statues Mr. Ollivander mentioned must be upstairs amongst the owls.
There's a lot of owls. Oh,
Don't
this
mind
is
me,
so
owls.
cool.
I'm just here to help a friend. Now, where are the statues? Oh, no statues here. I recognize those handles. The summoning charm should do the trick. Empty perches. Could be the right size for jackdaws. Or statues of jackdaws.
Statues to their perches.
What's happening?
That's cool. What the hell happened to you?
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Good news. If you've got something to hide, you found the perfect spot. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. So Mr. Ollivander was right. He wants his family wand back.
Goodness, I'd forgotten about that wand. I assure you I don't have it on me. I'm almost certain I dropped it the moment I was beheaded in that cave. Oh, it was sheer folly to follow that map.
What map?
Ridiculous, really. Found it on some yellowed old pages Peeves had pilfered. Thought I could impress a girl. But that's a story for another day.
So, you stole a wand and then followed a map on some pages that you took from Peeves and followed that map to your doom.
Odd to hear it all reduced to such absurdity, but yes. Why do you care about some old wand?
I don't really. Ollivander does. It's the pages I'm after. Might they be with the wand in the cave?
Indeed. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest? I'd be happy to show you where to find them.
How do you lose your head?
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do visit the cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Why did you take the wand?
Why would you steal Mr. Ollivander's family wand?
The family were always going on about how special it was, so I took it. Who could resist? Sadly, it wasn't special enough to save my neck. I fully intended to return it once I learned it was only special for sentimental reasons, but as you can see, I never got the chance.
Why? How did you steal from...
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He's got a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I doubt he even noticed they were gone.
I'll see you at the...
If that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you there.
If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, the wand and the pages are yours for the taking.
Okay. So that was a fun little puzzle. 260 XP, and I will meet you guys at the Forbidden Forest.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter.
Okay.
Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Expelliarmus.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Let me try with this.
Expelliarmus! You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep it. Expelliarmus may save your life.
Expelliarmus!
Okay. I'll see you guys. Hopefully this time it works at the Dark Force. Alright, attempt number 2, but I do have the spell this time.
Here I am, as good as my word.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Only a Ravenclaw would travel this far in pursuit of knowledge.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Okay.
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath.
Okay.
Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Or French.
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Why am I finding mushrooms? I don't like this. I know where we are. Hopefully we don't see a spider with a head on it. Oh god. Or
The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Alright.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Are we gonna see a Sagittarius?
There it is. Just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. I am recording, yes? Yes, I am. This is cool.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
Wise to back this out longer than necessary. Does Hogwarts teach you nothing about dueling? Showing off, are we? No!
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Boom!
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Where in the hell are we?
I wonder how big this place is.
Pretty big, I bet. If you're a coworker, you know what to say. Hit 3 targets.
Impressive. That must be where all this leads.
Alright.
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of these spells will help me through this.
Incendio. That was clever. That was, dude. I turned that big ass spider into a little mini little amateur spider. That was good.
I'm not gonna touch those. Ugh.
Boom. Ah, you. Oh, he don't like that. Some spider fangs. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Again, if these videos are long, I do apologize. I just want more for these videos. I don't want to do like, this is a very big game, and I plan on doing more runs through it just to see like the other parts, like one bad and one good, and there's supposed to be multiple endings to this game, and I'm like really intrigued to play it all. So just bear with me. I'm gonna be doing a lot of things. Oh, what is this?
Platform ought to be able to float straight to me.
We are getting good at this, man. I'm telling you.
I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
Got a nice rope. I'll probably put that on after this. Another spider fang. We're getting good.
Remarkable.
Okay, I actually really want to just put it on. Hold on, let me put it on, and you guys can. Oh, dude, that looks so nice. I like this. I like how this looks, man. Maybe if it had like some other colors on it, but man, I like this. Nothing of the sort. Oh, my brother's playing this, he'd be scared as hell right now. What killed those things? We are exploring. I know. Axe, get on with the mission. I'm exploring. I have every right to explore. New game, first time run through.
Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
See?
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Are we supposed to not go through here? That's what I'm trying to do, like, just go to places I can't.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
We are getting very good at doing this. We might have to crank up that difficulty. I'm playing on normal right now, so if this ain't hard enough, we might have to crank it up a little bit more. I don't want to make it look too easy for myself.
Headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well help myself to this.
That's weird.
Odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this, but there's no sign of him.
More other ways.
An untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
No, he was not. All right.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Let's see. Okay, well, we went through all the other ways. Now let's actually go to the right way.
There it is. The bridge, it's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be Richard Jackdaw.
Stupid! Incendio!
Oh no.
Expelliarmus! Accio!
Go, my dancing cabbage! Hit another spider explode.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus!
Farewell, monster. I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way.
That was a fight. What's down here? A bell.
That's odd. I'd have thought Jackdaw would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign.
And there's the last part. Ooh. I hope these videos are very jam-packed with enough content for you guys. I'm trying my best right now.
I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains and those pages. We meet again, Richard Jackdaw. Oh, shame. Those splinters must be what's left of Ollivander's wand. At least I can take the pages. Here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Okay. Okay. God dang, man. Oh boy.
What? That's unnerving. seen this before. Gringotts and a restricted section. Where am I? Oh no, the room's starting to flood. How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this?
I guess we got no other option but to follow.
I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
Something very bad.
Can it be?
Say what?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
Why is this called the map chamber?
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Okay.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
And yeah. Exit the map chamber. How far are we in here? 26 minutes. Alright guys. With me exploring all those, I'm gonna see you guys hopefully in the next video. I know. Actually, leaving us on a cliffhanger. Why are you doing this? It's just fun. But I'll catch you all in the next one. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you next. And one more thing before then. Please, if you are new here, consider subscribing and turn notification bells on. And liking this video. Liking this video dramatically helps the odds of having other people see this. And I do, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! And stay safe out there.